One other thing I want to install while we have the interior still out, before I put the seats all in, is I bought a short shifter. And so let me kind of show you what I got here because it's going to be pretty interesting. So I didn't buy a name brand thing. I was just looking on Amazon and I just thought, man, I have to freaking try this. They have this, some kind of Chinese knockoff shifter. I'll put the link down below. It was under 40 bucks. I've tried these shifters in a 99 Mustang that I had probably 16 years ago. And I remember the quality sucked, and I didn't have that shifter very long. I remember I ended up getting rid of it, and I ended up buying like a used MGW or something like that offline, off Craigslist or whatever, right? So, but I figured, hey, it's been 15 years. Quality for everything from China's gone up, so I'm going to give this one a shot and bolt it on, especially since everything's out of the interior. All we got to do is take the 4 bolts off of the shifter cover, and then it's going to be 4 bolts for the actual shifter itself, and then we can try this bad boy out. So should be pretty cool. I mean, this thing's basically a knockoff of, I don't know, some of your other shifters, the MGW, insert name here. They're all pretty similar. But, it's got the adjustable stops and stuff, which I think that's pretty important with these Mustangs. From what I remember, I think second gear shift forks get bent or something because you can overshift it, and so this will kind of keep that from happening, right? We can adjust these to where we want it, so it's going to be cool. So, all right, enough gabbing. Let's go get this bad boy bolted in. So all we got to do is take off those 4 little bolts, and then, well, I'm going to have to probably undo the shifter and stuff right there too. But anyway, get that out. 4 bolts for the actual shifter, swap it out, we're done. All right, so once we get this cover off here, which this was just 4 10mm bolts, then we just got to get off the 4 bolts that are to the actual shifter. These are 13mm bolts, so see if we can crack these bad boys loose. And then we can put a gun on it and get this bad boy up out of here. If we can't just pop it out. There we go. All right, yeah, so she's got a nice little bead of orange silicone on there, so we're gonna go ahead and leave that and just pop our new one right over top. Make sure I got these things kind of tight and stuff. Yeah, because there's not a lot of room right there. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to put some silicone on here, but I've done a few Mustang shifters. I don't remember ever having to do that. I remember just, switching them up. So, we'll see. All right, well, let's get this buttoned up real quick. Plus, you know what? Even if it leaks for a little bit, it doesn't matter. Literally, we only got about a week left, and this car will be getting taken off the road. So we can start doing the rear end. So I've got some 430 gears that are going to be going into this car. I've already bought all the tools, and I've never actually done gears before myself. When I had my 99 Mustang, 15, 16 years ago, I ended up paying a guy to put in 410s for me. So, I was kind of scared to do it, and, he did it, kind of watched him, and I've watched a ton of YouTube videos since then, so I'm hoping I can make it happen and not have too many issues. So we'll see. Got to make sure we put back on this cover. Now I'm going to reuse my my nice little Hurst shift handle here. All right, so one issue I'm seeing here right now with this shifter is it has a different bolt pattern right there for the shift handle. So, little kind of adapter piece to use here, but I'm thinking this still may not work with my shift handle. So I got to figure out a way to make my shift handle here work with this cheapy deal here. Of course, when you're doing custom stuff, you always run into some unexpected stuff. So I think the easiest thing to do here is to actually just drill another hole through the Hurst handle itself. So I'm going to go ahead and punch it out, get a mark, and then we'll put it in the drill press, get it drilled out, and then it should work no problem. All right, so just so you guys can see, there's my little punch mark right above that top hole. So I'm just gonna drill this out, and then we should be able to slide our bolt in and still gonna thread it into and be held on by the actual shifter itself. So should be a pretty easy little mod. All right, so all that extra cutting and stuff was a pain in the butt, but I also had to, modify the little metal piece here. So I just wallowed out those holes, and yeah, we got it all to work. So just like it was before, except now we've got a little bit of a short shifter deal going on. So now I can proceed to go ahead and get the seats in, put the console back in, and be done with this project, and maybe be able to take this thing for a little drive today. All right, we got this baby all back together. The only thing I can't figure out right now is I don't have power to my driver's seat. So, I connected it underneath, but there's still no power. So I got to figure out what's going on with that. New shifter is also in, so that's looking pretty sweet. Looks just like it did before. But so I'll be excited to probably take this thing for a ride. So we are in the Mustang, and we're gonna go for a little ride today. And I just wanted to kind of show you guys or share with you my thoughts on this new short shifter that I installed that I got off Amazon for less than 40 bucks. So I already put maybe 40, 50 miles on the car earlier today. And so we're just gonna go put a few more miles on, a few more smiles here. We got Cameron working the camera for me today.
I'm not even buckled.
You're not buckled?
No.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to get buckled here, so.
After I'm filming, bro. If you can see, there's a skeleton in the background.
All right, let's break. Go ahead and get buckled.
Peace. Oh my God.
So far with this, what I noticed, it definitely is a little bit shorter, which is really good to want, right? It came with two sets of springs with the shifter. The ones that are installed, I guess, are kind of the lighter springs. It's a little bit firmer, a little like heavier duty spring. And I do think that would be probably better, because right now, if you look here at the shifter, there's not, you can see a little bit of spring back to the right, but if you push it to the left, there's not even enough spring back to push it back to center. So that's kind of hokey. So I think I'm gonna swap this out. Once I pull the engine and transmission, I'm gonna have a chance to swap the shifter anyway. So I think at that point I'll swap it. So for those of you guys who maybe buy this and try this shifter, right off the bat, I would certainly go ahead and swap out those springs for the firmer ones. That way you're not doing it twice. But otherwise, shift's fine. No issues. Second. Fourth. He's coming back from the car show. Fifth. So yeah, overall I think for less than 40 bucks, I think this is a pretty solid unit. I mean, I've used other name brand ones before. I think I had a Steeda, Triax, and MGW, and I've had events that have had different brand ones and stuff, and this seems fine. Seems good. So other than the springs, I'm pretty happy about this thing. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully this helps you out. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.